Miss Luke seems to be highly impressionable and is likely to follow a crowd despite their choices.
I think that I can do it again, honestly.
What was it about it that overwhelmed you? What's expected of you?
Doing classes all over again. When I finished all the classes at Monday, the only thing was I didn't complete the program, but I finished all the classes. Like, it just sounds like a lot. I was overwhelmed when I went to the Monday, and I just don't want to feel that way anymore, honestly.
How old are you again?
25.
25.
Flashback.
Okay, is there a statement from probation?
Yeah, Your Honor, the recommendation is for her to still attend a CBCF either with the Worth Center up in Lima or the STAR program. According to Officer Martinez, she believes that a CBCF is the only appropriate setting that can provide her with an opportunity for rehabilitation.
Okay, anything from the state?
Your Honor, if she's willing, I'm not quite sure why she was discharged from Monday, so I don't know if that was a behavioral issue or something different, but...
Let's find out. Do you have a report?
Yeah, so according to the email, she indicates that while she was at Monday, she participated with other people there in, it looks like, abusing Wellbutrin. She also provided a written statement regarding her conduct and acknowledgement of what she did. Officer Martinez also notes that Miss Luke seems to be highly impressionable and is likely to follow a crowd despite their choices, which is why she still thinks the CBCF is necessary. But if she is unwilling, then she is recommending that her community control be terminated and she serve the remainder of her sentence in the Warren County Jail.
Okay. How much credit does she have?
171 days.
On, what, a felony 5?
Yeah, methamphetamine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say?
I do feel like, well, the program was, I feel like, difficult, but I feel like I did have a weak moment when that occurred. That was like the last week of the program, but I am still willing to go to another program, and I do feel like I was benefiting from it. I just struggled with the adjustment of the behavioral aspect, which I feel like I've struggled through the entire time, but I feel like I care so much more about my recovery than I did when I first came in here, which I know is hard to tell with what's been given, but I feel like I have so much more motive now to stay clean and finish out rather than sit in jail and not benefit from it.
Yeah. One of the most difficult parts about my job is, maybe I'm wrong, but sometimes I feel this burden that if I make the wrong decision, it's going to affect somebody's life in a negative way. Sometimes that's more realistic than others. You have so much potential. It's just such a shame that we can't figure out a way to get you motivated, to get you more disciplined. People have a hard time in life. Deputy Mann, do you mind if I just use maybe you for an example?
Go ahead, sir.
I don't like to put him on the spot. He lost his wife when he had 2 children that were, 2 years old and 4?
8 months.
Okay. He had to make a living, be a father, have some life for himself, and which seemed almost impossible, I'm sure. I never heard him complain one day. And I've known him for, I don't know, 25 years?
25 years.
25 years. Never heard him complain one day. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be as strong as everybody else in the world. And it's not just being strong. It's just making a commitment and accepting what's going on in life. You can do better. That's all we're asking. We're not asking you to be, a research scientist in 3 years.
Right.
We're just asking you to do better.
I guess just more, I struggle with coping skills, I feel like. So the classes really did, I finished all my classes. I feel like, I'm not sure how the other programs are, but I feel like going through the classes again, I would probably greatly benefit from, again, just to have the additional things that I missed from before. But I guess just more coping skills, and I feel like the medicine, stabilization, that was definitely a huge thing. which is hard in jail, but I feel like they were finally getting my medicine stable, so I feel like that helped a lot too.
Okay. How long did she spend at Monday? Well, the problem is we are running out of options here with you, and you just suggested I'll do my time. Mm-hmm. How much sense does that make? You'd rather sit in a jail with people who find themselves in jail than to be required to go through some programming that you've already done again. Does that make a lot of sense? Even if it's a review, I mean, look at it as a review. It doesn't all have to be new material to you. We can't start you out in the middle of the program. We can't start you out where you were in Monday. Now, why am I having this conversation with you? I could easily say, okay, serve your time out, but I think you're better than that. And I think you're cheating yourself. That's what I think. So I'll start with probation on this. Any input that you want to offer? I mean, you sent me the email, but
Yeah, just for the record, I do think that Gabriella is fully capable of completing the program. I do believe that she's cheating herself. There is a lot to be learned, whether it's a review or continued education. I've been rooting for her from the start. My recommendation is that she engage at the Worth program. I do believe that any lower level of care would not properly address the behaviors that are happening in these facilities. And she does need to be held accountable. And so the recommendation is that she go into the Worth Center and she keep that ILC. We did discuss the effects of being revoked from ILC. I do think that would really harm her in the long run. If she was discharged from Monday because of the rules, I don't feel like STAR would set her up for success. So that's why I believe Worth is her best shot at success.
okay, fair enough. Anything from the state?
Your Honor, I have discussed this with Officer Martinez, and I would support and concur with her recommendation in this case. It just seems to be that is where we are with this particular defendant, and I agree that a lower level of treatment at this point would not be sufficient for her at this point, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to say something else, but before I do, I'll do what never works. I'm going to tell you that when I was 19 years old, I went in the Army, and there was a war going on, and I thought all the basic training was just a total waste of time. I thought it was intended to just make us suffer. Really, I did. I thought these people are stupid, really. Why are they making us do this crazy stuff? And maybe a lot of it was because they were dealing with a lot of people, but I gained something from it, and I moved on to the next thing. You've got yourself in a position that you're going to have to, for lack of a better word, go through some process, whether it's sitting in a jail cell, going to prison, or going to a program, with the hope that a program, in this case the Worth program, you'll benefit from it because you're a smart young woman who has a lot going for her, but you're also capable of having your life screwed up here at this important time. We don't want you to get a criminal conviction. That's what ILC is about, is avoiding a criminal conviction. We want you to find people who are a good influence in your life and who basically deserve to be with you, not some lowlife who treats you bad because he's too inferior and feels that if he doesn't treat you bad, then you're going to be somewhere else. You need to take the time and just do something. And in this case, it's this program. If there were another one, I would send you to another one, but there's not. You know, we've tried other things. It's not working. Now, it's your turn. Is there anything you want to say?
I think I stand firm on my decision, honestly. I just don't think, I feel like once I get out of the program and I'm still on probation, like it's just too much for me, honestly.
What's too much?
I just don't think I'm ready, honestly.
To follow rules?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I'm ready to, I don't know, because I think I would just, I don't feel any differently. I mean, I do care about my sobriety, but it's just too much for me, honestly. I stand firm on my decision.
Okay, well, it's not a matter of standing up for yourself. It's a matter of being open to change. All right, I'm going to set this for review in 2 weeks. Let you think about it for a couple of weeks and see if you can come. If you can't bring yourself to say, hey, I realize I have to do it, I'm going to do it, to prove that I can be a person that I deserve to be, whatever. I wish I could find the right words. Give you a couple of weeks to think about it, because it's not going to get better if you choose this result. It's not going to get better. So let's think about it for a couple of weeks. We'll come back, we'll review this. You still have a chance to keep your ILC. You still have a chance to keep this off your record and avoid going to prison. So let's do that. All right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.